welcome. If not, welcome back. I'd love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free way is Patreon and smashing that thanks button. Super thanks down below. Super chats as well. I was almost late to this, and I will tell you why. It is a very, I don't know if I can say it yet. It is a very, very good, a good reason. I'm just gonna tell everyone smash that thanks button, or the like button right there. Okay. Part of the reason why I was late today, or almost late today, is because I am setting up one of a really, really, really good interview, and you'll be like, "What, Chavez?" It'll be in a couple weeks when it's officially confirmed, the time and date. I'll let y'all know. It's possible that he could get back to me. It is a he. It is a him, not His Infernal Majesty, but you'll see. Anywho, quite a bit to go over today. I guess I'll just go over real quick what OMI has done. Let me just go back into the there. Oh, and thank you so much, Richard Valinsky, sending the motherfucking nudes. Hashtag naps trades. Hashtag countdown to 100-hour stream. Guys, 100 hours is gonna be insane. I will probably do that at some point. It's a thing and a half, let me tell you. And yes, countdown to the naps trades, napping with taps trades time. I hope my window is open because it's a little hot in here. It is closed. It is open now. So yeah, let's get to the news on the day. We did have a bit of a recovery day today from pretty much everything. A lot has gone up. I don't know if anything's gone down since this morning. OMI is up 21% as of a few minutes ago at 0.00117. Obviously, we're down to about 0.0 under. We had the 3 zeros yesterday. For a little bit, we did have 3 zeros, so we're up 21% now. Anyone that ever would buy at the bottom, if you want to take profit, you can. I, of course, always hodl, but that's just me. Never realizing profits. But let's take a look and see how it does as opposed to everything else. We have, in the last 24 hours, all right, Bitcoin up 8.4% and Ethereum up 13.1%. Pretty good over the last 24 hours. Again, OMI outperforming both. OMI outperforming Binance Coin, XRP, Cardano, Dogecoin. The only thing OMI has not outperformed in the top 10 is Polygon Matic, which is where Earth 2 is Earth 2 is on that particular chain. So that's up 32%. Actually, Solana is also up 30%. So we did not outperform those two, but we did outperform the rest. Polkadot, Shiba Inu, Lido Staked, Tron, OKB, Avalanche, Litecoin. Outside of those two, we have outperformed everything of the top 40 except for CHZ. Chili's is, so we outperformed everything but 3. That's pretty dope. The markets were pretty good today. There was a lot of positive vibes. The Dow, the Nasdaq, and the S&P were up over 2%. But if we're going to the futures today on the aftermarket, we're really only up 0.27%, 0.26%, and 0.34% respectively. Jason Lawrence is watching from LA Fire Department. Look at the spread. OMI and VeVe t-shirt coming at DCon. Jason Lawrence, him and a couple of firefighters. For all these ladies out there, I don't know if Jason's got a wife or anything, but at the after parties, because there's probably going to be multiple, be advised that we do not have an official after party placed yet. It's like, oh, Chavez, it's like a week away. Shouldn't we have had this like a week ago? We probably should have had this a while ago, but because of the growing guest list, there is nobody that will take us because we're too big. There's going to be a couple hundred people there, and it would be a fire hazard. Although, Jason Lawrence, if we have the fire department there, maybe you guys can go and be like, oh, it's okay, I'm a fire department. VeVe Magic, says Disney, you say. You have my attention. Yes, I will get to that in 1 second. So yeah, Jason Lawrence is a Los Angeles firefighter, along with him and his, I think 3 other people are going to come. So ladies, if you're going to be around on that Friday, Saturday night, the firefighter, big strong men are going to come and party with us, so you might want to go. But yeah, be advised, there's probably going to be multiple parties because I don't think any one place can fit all of us. It's actually pretty wild. And I got something to tell you, Jason. Okay, so VeVe Magic, yeah. You are obviously extraordinarily busy doing a lot of different things. So I'm not 100% sure if you saw, but we did have Just Being Sandy.eth this morning, or this afternoon, saying, check out the amazing content from Disney at Demo Day and FlickPlay. So I'll give you guys actually, I'll X out of my video for a second, and I'll give you guys what I was watching on my history on the Disney Accelerator. Disney Accelerator 2022 was going on, and they were saying that they had a couple of different partnerships Why is my phone not turning? No, the auto rotates on. I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe I go like this. Okay, that works. So if you take a look at, here we go.
Was what we call the golden moments. It was the first collection that we launched early last November, tied to Disney Plus Day, and we highlighted every franchise across our entire portfolio.
Over the last 2 years, through a variety of channels, we have released a plethora of digital collectible posters, comics, statues. Our customer who's collecting these digital collectibles has a sense of ownership and has the ability to trade and sell within this community who loves these products.
So they were talking about NFTs and what's an NFT, what the heck is it? A lot of the people at Disney had zero idea what it was, so it does make sense that Disney, because they didn't know at the time really what an NFT was, that they let VeVe go and take the reins. They let VeVe go and say, oh, VeVe Magic, you were a rep on the Twitter Spaces earlier. Oh, you know, I was at the event, it's amazing. I did not get a Shuri today. I promise I'll get to everyone's. I sold so much stuff over the last couple of days because, be advised, guys, I got 147 million OMI now. I got more OMI, 147 million. I am so close to that 150 mark. I can almost taste it. Sorry, that's a SpongeBob reference. If nobody has gotten that. Anyway, they have this thing called FlickPlay, and FlickPlay has. I'll give you guys a little video here.
Things that you own digitally and how you integrate them in your everyday experience.
So they're showing different things that are not Disney.
One of my biggest desires was what if we can
but they can do it for Pluto. They can do it. Here we go.
Let's go to FlickPlay's map. See all the locations where you can unlock a Disney original character. Let's go and see what we can find at Pluto's corner. Once you're close enough to the landmark, you're able.
And what did you just hear? You heard a cha-ching, and what does that mean? That means that, okay, let me start off by saying in the Disney Accelerator program, when this came out, like a year ago or earlier this year, whatever it was, they had said that this is for, they gave, I think, some to Polygon. They gave some, there's a bunch of people that are in the Disney Accelerator program, like FlickPlay. And people are like, why aren't VeVe in the accelerator program? I think they gave them like a couple $100,000. That is not, what would you rather have? Would you rather have a partnership with Disney where you could basically mint or make as many of their first appearance on the blockchain digital collectibles as you can, or just get a one-time payment of a couple $100,000 where anything that you make, Disney can pretty much use. So Disney, what they could do is they could go and they can continue funding FlickPlay, and they could say, hey, you can go and continue your work doing what you do, and we'll take it. Or they could just straight up buy them out. They could just buy the idea from them, and they can get their Imagineers to go and continue on. But basically, take a look at like Operation Paperclip in the US. After World War II, they went to Germany and took all the scientists, said, hey, either you guys can spend the rest of your life in prison, or you can continue your work in the US and you'll be okay. And obviously this is completely different, but it's similar because Disney's going to FlickPlay and they're saying, hey, you guys can they're going to have a few different options there. Continue your work and we'll, take it from you. But anything that anyone has done, any company in that Disney Accelerator program, for the most part, Disney can kind of be like, hey, this is ours. You wouldn't have had it because of us. So continuing with this video, you just heard a cha-ching. And what does that mean? Let me go back so you can hear it again.
Let's go and see what we can find at Pluto's corner. Once you're close enough to the landmark, you're able to...
That cha-ching is basically, you can unlock things, and the unlock is an in-app pay. So with that in-app pay, what happens? You can go and that's an in-app purchase. That is like an in-app purchase for Pokemon Go. That's an in-app purchase for Among Us. That is an in-app purchase that anyone that wants to unlock something, all it takes is a swipe of someone's credit card. Cha-ching, I got it. Disney could very well absorb FlickPlay. Disney could very well go and say, okay, we're going to pay you for this idea, and they're just going to pay FlickPlay off, and FlickPlay does what it does, and they work for someone else. So there are some people that I could imagine being worried, oh, if they're doing that with this kind of looks like an NFT. Does this mean they're going to branch out? I mean, if Disney really wanted to, they could. But what I think is more plausible to happen is that they're going to take that technology, either buy FlickPlay or just buy the technology from them, and then use it the way they FlickPlay intended, by saying, hey, you can go to any of these Disney parks at Disney World, Disneyland, whatever, and you can unlock this stuff, and you can unlock him, and it could be like unlock him like $1 for the day. That would actually be better for Disney, because do you want to spend an extra $20 on that and then maybe only be able to use them at the park? Or do you want everybody that's there to spend an additional couple dollars a day and you get it for the day? I do think that they could take that technology and they could say, hey, you could either buy one of these right here, or you can go and take a look at your golden moments, or you could take a look at your Pixar pals, or you could take a look at your Marvel Mighties, whatever it is. I don't know, I guess, as much as VeVe Magic. Magic, I should really get you on the podcast on maybe Sunday. My cousin Steph Celentano is going to be coming on the Sunday. She's a former Disney employee. You guys will get along great. I don't know if y'all have ever met. But yeah, we're going to do a podcast on Sunday. You should totally come on. Can't wait to see you next week. So that's the other thing. With this, I've hypothesized before, there is a store, and I've said this like 30 times. Sorry if you're going to hear it again. There is a store that was near me at my old apartment, and you could go, and there's a store where there's 30 different backgrounds, and you can take selfies there. From the moment I saw that store, I thought Disney could do this. We do this with Golden Moments. We could do this with anything on VeVe, with any of the partners, licensors, where you can go and your specific background for a digital collectible, for a Golden Moment, for a Pixar Pal, for a Marvel Mighty, and they could set up a space for it. They did that at San Diego Comic-Con, where you had a lamppost, kind of like for the first appearance of Kamala Khan, Ms. Marvel. She's on a lamppost, and you could basically recreate that scene. Instead of her, it's you. I think they can do something like that at Disney. I'm 100% sure. At least a couple of the Imagineers have thought this up. Why aren't they doing this now? Those things take time to implement. They have to go through all the proper chains and proper whatever. So yeah, that's very, very exciting. And oh Jesus, no, I don't want that. Okay, so you can obviously let's watch some of the rest of the video.
Boom!
And look at him, he's so cute.
And once you unlock it, these Plutos are so cool.
And what do we do with our golden moments? So you can do that with that. You can do that with Daisy. You can do that with
Today, there are more all around the Disney lot for a limited time.
Now, they also say that it is for a limited time, so I'm not 100% sure if this is something that they're doing for long term, or if they're just using this as a test and they have something bigger planned. But it is very exciting to go and see that. Oddly enough, this only has 700 views in the last hour, which is absolutely bananas. This is wild, in my opinion. Moving on, Kyle. Let me go and get to the comments here, because it's been a while. Bill Gardner says, first like, get it. Matt John says, what up, Randy? Man, I have all but 3 golden moments, Walt, and the Iron Man side. Ooh, get that bread. Yeah, so I don't want to say I did a bad, but I sold a lot of stuff yesterday. I'll either get close. I'll minimum get another million OMI before the end of the year. Hopefully 3 million. If it does get down to that 3 zeros again, I'll get that 3 million to get the 150. I will definitely get at least 1 million. I pulled out a couple. I sold a bunch of stuff, pulled out a couple grand yesterday. But be advised, if you haven't gone on and withdrawn anything, it does take 5 to 7 business days. So I withdrew, I think, $1,000 yesterday and like 3,000 today. I probably won't get those funds until either during VeVeCon or after VeVeCon, like from the 17th to the 21st, because it's 5 to 7 business days. Tomorrow, I don't think it's a business day because that's Veterans Day. Then you have the weekend. Then you do have 5 days, and then another. So it really depends. Don't expect to sell everything and that be in your account the next day and then buying things the next day. Could it be quicker? Sure. Could it be a little bit lax? Could I get it in 10 to 14 business days? Sure, it could be that too. But I guarantee I'd definitely get that before the end of the year. Anyway, moving on. Matt Jones says, second like, get it. Just as frantically searching the Walt Disney Company. Yeah, they never cease to amaze us. They never cease to go and surprise us. I don't know why they didn't mention any of this at what's it called, DCon? I forget what it's called. the Disney Plus Day that they do. The Disney is basically Disney's version of Comic-Con. Maybe because it just wasn't ready yet. Maybe they didn't want to release like a half-assed product. They had to wait an extra month or so. But it looks really dope. It looks really cool. What type of games could you have with that? I don't know. I am waiting for this, for something. All right, sorry. A lot. I'm setting up. Oh god. Thing for 2. Sorry guys, real quick. I want yours to come out first. Oh god. Sorry, the person I'm doing an interview with, somebody else is doing an interview with this person as well, and I just don't want it to. I just don't want to step on any toes and be like, oh, and release the interview at the same time because mine will be live. Theirs may or may not be already done. All right, let me give them the dates. Be advised, I'm hoping it's going to be the 22nd or the 23rd, so I'll keep you all posted. Do you want me to move it so that yours can come out first? Yeah. Moving on. Zafacer says, finally, some utility for the full Golden Moment set holders. I don't think that was really mentioned. They just mentioned they were advertising, although I will say this. Disney had gone on and when they were talking about NFTs, like what the heck's an NFT? And it's like, well, and then they explain it, and then they say that lady you saw before saying one of my favorite NFTs that we did were the Disney Golden Moments, and they basically showed why, how beautiful they were, but they never mentioned VeVe. I think there's either one of two things, either because I don't know, maybe that was just a separate part of Disney that they just didn't, because this is a Disney Accelerator program video, they didn't want to mention that because VeVe was not part of the Disney Accelerator program, or because Marvel and Disney or Disney and VeVe have been like, yeah, we 100% want to advertise, but we're just not 100% ready just yet. So maybe that it was just a favor to VeVe saying, okay, well, we are coming out with this is video, but we won't mention your name. Maybe it was a favor to VeVe for that. Because again, once the advertisers start super advertising, then, floodgates open and it's just, I think they would want to test a little bit of OUP first and a little bit of MCP before they say, okay, and now we can scale. Now we can scale appropriately. Again, this is just my opinion. I have no inside information. But that would just make sense. But again, them talking about golden moments, it's like, okay, how do you talk about VeVe without talking about VeVe? That was very, very bullish for me. I don't know how many more views that'll get. Obviously, VeVe Magic, my cousin Sev, and a whole bunch of people are, really talking about that video. Can't wait to go more in depth about it. Justin says, Reese is certain the VeVeVerse will not disappoint. Yes, so Reese was on Chris Coffey's channel before, a couple hours ago. I think one of the big takeaways from that, Chris is very, very good. One of the big takeaways is Reese saying the VeVeVerse will not disappoint. How can you read into that? Well, how excited was he about OUP? Let's judge his level of excitement versus ours. I know I tend to be a little bit more of a moon boy, more of a bullish person. But I would let's look at the criticisms of OUP. It's long and complicated, but that's good. It's something like that needs to be long and complicated. You can't just have it down to like 2 or 3 little things. I mean, what does the code of any game look like? It looks, long and complicated because there's so many different things that have to happen. Pokemon, I mean, the first Pokemon games are like spaghetti code. That's so breakable. But obviously after that, it gets better and better. Either way, they're all complicated. It needs to be, and Reese is doing the best. And again, the only con, it's like when people say like, oh, the worst part about me is that I care too much. Like it's like the worst part about OUP is actually the best part. It's like it's long and complicated, but again, for something like this, it definitely needs to be, especially trying to go through the waters of regulation. By the way, now that the election's over, I don't know what to expect about. I mean, even a federal judge just announced like, oh yeah, those school debts. Yeah, that's, Biden wanted to wipe away $10,000 worth of school debt, and federal judge, like, the day after the election is like, yeah, it's unconstitutional. And it's like, whether you agree or not, it's like, I expect some things to be done now that the election's over, because nobody will be, no one's going to remember in 2 years. And then also, they didn't want to do it before the election because they would have got some flack for it, and it could have affected voter turnout or voter retention. So Reese, when he was talking about OUP, like months prior, he's like, we're doing things to help let me be Reese for a second. We're going to do things that are going to help annihilate the token. That's just how he sounds. And he did not disappoint. We have a bunch of different ways now to burn the token in an elegant way that is legal, it's legally compliant, and it's fun. And I can't wait for it to roll out. So when he says the VeVeVerse will not disappoint, I think that's very understated. I think he knows what he's packing there. Probably could have chose a better choice of words for that phrasing. He's obviously seen it. Brock McBlockchain was asked about that, I think it was last night or this morning. I think it was last night. He was on Space with Lori Brenner. Lori Brenner's been getting to everyone lately. She's been doing, Foster, she had Alcon, she was getting everyone. So when she asked him about that, and he said, oh, well, NDAs, I can't really say too much. There's a couple of reasons why I think he has an NDA, or two. Maybe we'll find out soon. Anyway, he had mentioned that it just couldn't, but Brock's been very confident, and I asked him, like, hey, Brock, you've been buying OMI for quite a long time. At what point do you stop? And he basically said, like, well, now that there's a use case for OMI, there's really no need to stop. It's pretty much interchangeable with dollars. It's pretty, you're always going to be able to use it. I was like, that's a really good point. And obviously now it's deflationary. And be advised, guys. So I'll say I was wrong, because I said that if the token were to ever go down to 0.009x, 09 something, whatever, that it would bounce right back up because of how many buy orders were down there. OKX had it was like 0.007 on there for a little while, but granted, OKX has horrible liquidity, not too many people use it. So I don't really count that, but I will count it when Bit4X was down to 0.00093 for a while. Chavez, I thought you said it would go down there, go right back up. I mean, it kind of did. It's at 0.001127 now, whatever. So it's up like 21%. But be advised, a bunch of whales that I know did have an insane amount of buy orders, where if you missed my video before, hundreds of millions of OMI went to whales that I know personally. Let me rephrase that. Hundreds of millions of OMI went to whales that I know personally. So the buy orders were there. They got ate up. And that does, I don't want to say concerns me, because I hope it goes back down so I can buy more, before we lift off. I don't know if they're going to re-put those buy orders there. They're not going to sell for a while. But if it does go down again, and now suddenly you don't have, hundreds of thousands of dollars or like $1 million worth of buy orders because the whales have already eaten, I just don't know if it could potentially go lower. Maybe it does. But anyway, when Brock says something like that, and he says that there's no reason to not buy, like, again, I'm 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure. I'm like 99% sure that he's seen the VeVeVerse. Anyone that has an NDA most likely has seen it. I do not have an NDA, and I have not seen it, so, well, yeah. If it was bad, they would not buy. If it was bad, they would sell. If it was bad, or they saw that it was even, what was this bug? Then I would be worried. I'm not worried. I'm very, very happy. Moving on. Lord of the Realm says, got every golden moment locked away in my vault. Would love to see them get utility in Disney's metaverse. VeVe Magic and Comics and Crypto, I think, was NFT Pirates part of it too? They did basically an open letter to Disney saying, hey, here's what we want. Like, here's the big fans. We're all big fans, big in this community, telling you what we want. And I'm sure that Disney will see that, and I'm sure that Disney will listen. However, I'm not sure that they'll do it with things that are already existing. I'm sure that Disney will. I mean, they already had the Aladdin's lamp that had utility a couple of times. Sorry, just a little bit of a protein shake. I don't know if it'll happen with Disney Golden Moments. I mean, I don't know if it really needs to. A lot of the community is really giving it some utility anyway. When OMI moons, you'll probably see a lot more of it, just because people are charitable. People are in this community are really, really nice, and especially if like a transfer or something goes back on, like, hey, anyone that has this set or this collectible, we'll put you in a raffle and we'll go send you something, just because that's what people do. Brock does that. A lot of the Feesh community does that. I do that. Well, Kobe Collects does giveaways. Like, there's so many people that do that type of thing all the time. Anyway, moving on. Joe says, why do the golden moments look 3 times better in that video? I don't know. I mean, the video made it look awesome. Maybe it was the background. I don't know. Richard Valinsky, thank you so much for the super chat, saying, sending mother flapping nudes. Hashtag naps trades. Hashtag countdown 100-hour stream. Darth Chaos says, hello there. Oh, General Darth Chaos. Mustafa Mahmood says, hey, Randy. What up, fam? Mr. Planet Prophet says, oof. TWDC? TWDC. What does that mean? What does that mean? The Walking Dead channel? I don't know. Felipe B, what up, what up? Lester Suarez says, Randy! Hello, Lester Suarez. General Aid says, when exchange? I mean, you're probably going to get a bunch of exchanges next year. I would say maybe we get one in Q2, and then we start rolling out in Q3, Q4. I mean, you are going to want some liquidity when OMI starts burning, or especially when OMI starts getting a bunch of uses. Earth 2, which again is one of the... Take a look at the Telegram chats, and take a look at the Discord chats. Take a look at... Earth 2 is quite a lot bigger than most people think. I believe that will far surpass both Sandbox and Decentraland, and could possibly be a competitor. I mean... They already did the land stuff. I mean, there's going to be a lot of different... I don't want to say it'll be a direct competitor with VeVe. It'll be probably in the top 10, maybe top 5. They had also said we're not going to go and put on our token on any exchanges right now, and I'm glad that they did. If they did, it would have been a crap show. They're going to do it probably Q2 or Q3 next year as well. They'll probably start with Binance. I'm pretty sure that Earth 2 already had to deal with FTX, and obviously FTX is no more. So they might do Binance and then Coinbase, but they'll get Binance and they'll get someone else. They'll get... I mean, after you're on Binance and Coinbase, it doesn't really matter what else you're on. Yeah. Lori Brenner says, let's go, Lori. Lester Suarez says, can I get a let's go? Sagittarius says, hello, guys. Oh, everyone's saying hello. Vicente Luna says, 1 week away. Dude, I can't wait. So I'll be getting there on Wednesday. If anyone's going to be there Wednesday, I think Hello K is going to be there. There'll be a bunch of people going to be there on Wednesday night. Thursday night as well. That's when a lot of people are arriving. I think I'll be trying to go to Disney on Friday. I'm not sure. No, there's going to be a couple things going on Thursday as well. I mean, there's a whole bunch. There's going to be so many after parties. I don't know if I'll be able to make it to all of them just because there's going to be so many. Moving on. Omi Panda says, Randy, Dashian fan. What's up, Omi Panda? Jason Lawrence, thank you so much for the super chat. Saying, watching from Los Angeles City Fire Department. Let's get that bread. Omi and VeVe t-shirt coming to Decon. Thank you for supplying me with a large t-shirt. If I get a medium, it's going to look like I'm wearing like a little brother shirt or something. Not that I think I have a little brother. I probably do. I was adopted, and so there were a bunch of us running around. Large is good. Maybe an extra large. No, large. Motivate me to keep the weight down. VeVe Magic says, Disney, you say? You have my attention. I love you so much. Les Suarez says, Dash has an NFT coming soon. Dashy will. Dashy will have. I really want to get like Dashy plushies. I don't know how to make those though, and I don't know how many of them I would have to sell. And I'd want the number one if I get little Dashy, like do what Sleeping Comic does. Have like one to maybe it'd be just a Dashy NFT. I don't know. Well, I'll have to see. Maybe the Dashy NFT comes with the plushie. Chico Morega says, hi, Randy. Do you think we'll see OMI again at 000? there are many people that are convinced, and I kind of agree with them that, you know, Bitcoin has to go to 12.5K to 14K, you know, anywhere in that range. And I think that's very possible as well. How much more can you throw at it? Like it has gone through the ringer, and there's no signs of it, you know, tanking that hard. Will it have to do with unemployment rising? Will it have to do with housing market crash? I think that could definitely send it over the edge, but it just when Wendy posted it, oh, I don't know if I could say that. There are other people that think it can go lower than 12.5K, and maybe it can. But it's just like, what is going to have to happen? I mean, we've had so many disastrous moments in crypto this past year, and if like the second largest exchange just straight up just went under, you know, how much, what else has to happen for it to go there? I don't know. You know, we'll see. Z says, yo, what up? And obviously, you know, you asked about OMI, but if Bitcoin goes down there, obviously OMI should tag along. Again, OMI had nothing to do with, I understand why Bitcoin went down. Ethereum, Solana, because a lot of these, like FTX, held a bunch of these cryptos and had to sell off in order to try to stay liquid. I don't think any of these places have OMI. I don't think any of them are, you know, have OMI on their balance sheet where they have to, you know, dump it. Yep. Protein. Really good. I feel it. Scotty doesn't know. What up? VeVe Magic, you know someone that was at the event and a rep was on Twitter, and a rep was on Twitter Spaces earlier. Bullish on this video, dude. I know I am too. I need to get your and Steph's breakdown on Sunday. If you can, shoot me a message. Sleeping Comics says, hey Randy, did you get a Sherry comic today? I didn't. I didn't know what that. I don't know what that goes for. I left a couple hundred gems in the account. I did not go and buy anything. I'm gonna wait. What are they going for though? I'm curious what these are going. Let's take a look. Black Panther to Shuri. There's only 38 of her on sale. $72 hairs. Not bad. Well, I'm not going to buy off this character because they look like they're bought. But I would not mind buying off Sam Chung. Sam Chung looks like a horse person. Not the person themselves, just next to a horse. So they, you know what I mean. Got a bunch of Marvel Mighties. Oh, wow. This person's got all the Marvel Mighties. And Thor and Superman vs. Flash. That's pretty dope. Maybe I should, but also I have so few gems left. But I only sold stuff. The only thing that I sold that cost me a set was Starfire. I sold a sub 100 Starfire. Everything else I sold. So I still have 49 sets, and I still have 534 collectibles. Granted, most of them are Lokis. It would be so much easier if I could sell those Lokis. I have so much money. Anyway, Tamara Hanos is absolutely amazing. I know, right? Mustafa Mahmood says fire. Doesn't says selling logo for Walt. No, just for more OMI. VeVe Magic says OMI. Let's go. CloudCheck says interesting. Lori Brenner says Disney Queen. So excited for this video. VeVe Magic says I love how excited you are, Randy. This is good news. It is good news. Yeah, it's exciting. I mean, this is but a taste. Like, remember in the Cell games in Dragon Ball Z where, you know, Cell like steps on 16's head and then, you know, crushes it, and then Gohan, like, he finally does it. He finally goes Super Saiyan 2. Like, I won't hold back anymore. And then as soon as he's about to kick some ass, you know, like, you get that voice that signals the end of an episode. It's like, has Gohan really gone to Super Saiyan 2? We've caught glimpses of it before. Like I feel like this is the glimpse that we're getting. And I know that that's a really weird long road to walk to get to this point, but we've had glimpses of Disney promoting VeVe before in this way, and this is just another stepping stone for them, where they talk about the stuff that they do with VeVe without mentioning VeVe. It's like, it's so close, like one little push, and then suddenly it's VeVe everywhere, and masses will come in. And I can't wait. Omi Panda and VeVe Magic saying hi to each other. The Metaverse saying, hey Magic, good to see you. Hi Metaverse. VeVe Magic says, Metaverse, thanks and likewise. Magic has the Black Panther Movie in the morning. Oh, and Women X VeVe Discord party at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, but might possibly be able to after if I have time. Ooh, okay. On Sunday. Oh, on Sunday. Okay. Yeah, we can make it for Sunday night. That could be dope. That could be cool. If you have time. Justin says Pluto holders. Oh. The badge says, has to be a test since you can only claim them on campus, and it is hard to get on that campus. My video might get more life. I agree. We need to see more VeVe Magic videos. Michael Santiago says, hi Randy, ready to see Black Panther? I don't have tickets, but I should. I should be able to go and yes. Breaking news from David Nakayama. David Nakayama is the cover artist from Marvel, Hasbro, DC, Dynamite, many others, freelance illustrator of comics, toys, and video games. Saying, breaking news, Marvel just announced the new Spider-Gwen Shadow clones and Hey main covers by yours truly, by writer Emily Kim, art by Kizama, and designs from Peach Momoko. Ghost Spider returns. Oh, this looks pretty dope. This looks pretty dope. Raise your hand and smash that like button if you have her Marvel Mighty. I know I do. How many, buddy mind some of this, how many you gonna get? Because he gets a lot. We matched the D23, name of it. Oh, that's the name of the event. Yes, D23. I don't know why, because I knew it wasn't DCon, because, you know, I know. Oh my god, Satoshi says, so good buying 100,000 OMI for $100. Let's get this. Yeah, it feels great. Feels great to get. Again, OMI has risen 21% since the collapse. So I really don't want to buy more right meow. But I will get that money in a couple weeks. So if we do get another leg down, and we do get close to that again, then maybe we get that. Either way, you buy it at 3 zeros, you're about a 0.002, 0.004. I don't think it'll matter. And like, you had the Modern Investor, which has a couple 100,000 subscribers. Actually, let's see if I could bring that up. I don't know if I can, because I forget the Modern Investor. I think it was his video. It could have been another. I know he's got a couple of channels. Video, let it go. Video. No. All right. So I'm going to have to go into my history. Well, this could take a while. Because it was the other day. Oh, no, it's right here. It's called Money Rules.
As coins will be burned as the transaction also happens. They're also planning on making a metaverse called the VeVeVerse. Where, when you buy the land, say it with me, yeah, the OMI also gets burned as well. There's an entire gigantic burning mechanism that's taking place behind the scenes, and I think this is logically going to cause the coin to go to insanely new heights. On top of that, for the 95th time, it's not really 95th, it's like 14th time this year, they have partnered with, or the OMI token is associated with VeVe, which works with and has partnered with Disney, Marvel, DC, Ron English, Warner Brothers, Universal Studios, you name it. They have about 90 different brands. Every time that they release an NFT, it is an official NFT. It is not simply something that comes out willy-nilly. It is not something random. It is something from an actual large organization, corporation. I'm slightly out of breath, but there's just so many things happening with this coin. A lot of
He goes on, and it's like a 15-minute video. I don't know if I'll be able to find it, but he says that in the next bull run, he says 10 cents is laughably conservative. And I'm not gonna lie, I have to agree. And a lot of my whales that, you know, when we talk, they're estimating a 200x. And what is it right now? Well, let's say we'll round it up to 0.0012. Okay, well, a 10x would be 1.2 cents, and 100x would be 12 cents. 200x, you just double that, and it's 24 cents. I think that's very, very possible. That's actually under my base case. That's about my base case. Bull case is like 35 to 50 cents. Well, 25 cents is like my base case, and 10 cents is actually like a bear case. Like that's again, this is just my opinion, but hold on. Joe says, Randy keeping the content bar sky high. Trying, man. Omi child, what up? Revolver Ocelot 69, nice, saying, hi Randy, I have some Ethereum, give some good reasons to swap for OMI. You do it very cheaply. You can just go to Coinbase Wallet, and Coinbase Wallet, I don't know. All right, so I think I got this in a screenshot right here. Doing, doing, doing. Yeah, so if you go to Coinbase Wallet, you can exchange, Coinbase Wallet, you can go and exchange Ethereum for OMI in the app in just one step. That's all it takes. You're able to bridge it into the app without issue. It should be very, very simple. So when I looked into this and I thought, okay, is it a liquidity pool? I actually don't know. But you can just take 10 ETH and exchange it for 10 ETH worth of OMI. Now, how much OMI is in there? I have no idea. And then if you go, like, can a whale go and change the price that way? I also have no idea. But I do know that you can do that. It's very simple if you just have Coinbase Wallet. Also, let's see what Ethereum is right now. 4 out of every 5 days, and I go over this every single day, 4 out of every 5 days, OMI outperforms Ethereum. Just throwing that out there. So let's take a look at the price of Ethereum. It is $12.59 right now. So let's say in 2 years, that does a 6x. Going way past all-time highs, and let's run it down to 1250. Okay, so that'd be 6,000 plus 250 times 6, so that would be 750 1,500. So 6,000 plus 1,500, so 7,500. That would be 7,500, almost a 2x of its all-time highs. You know that in 2 years, yeah, it could possibly do that. Go to double its all-time highs, almost. I think in 2 years, OMI does. Like what, 20x? What does that bring to? 3.2 cents? What is that? If no burns are done, 3.2 cents is like actually no. 20x would only be 2.4 cents. What was that, like an $8 billion market cap? Like that's nothing. There's nothing, and that's if no burns are done. Yeah. No, OMI, yeah, to the moon. OMI will outperform Ethereum. Now, is Ethereum safer? Sure, everything's built on Ethereum. Ethereum will probably flip Bitcoin at some point, especially now that it's deflationary. If OMI wasn't a thing, I would put a little bit of money into Ethereum, a little bit into Immutable X, a little bit into other stuff, but I'm very, very bullish on Ethereum. If you put money in now, in 2 years, what you put into Ethereum will go up. Dare I say. Not financial advice, just a prediction, but a pretty safe bet. I just think that OMI goes up much, much higher. In my opinion. JL says, Walt, partner statue gang, hashtag partner statue gang. I'm gonna get so many of them eventually. Chumbo Fett says, hi. The Metaverse has got another 750,000 OMI yesterday. Let's freaking go. It's gonna be rich. Bill Garner saying, buying all the way down. My man. Me too. VeVe Magic says, totally believe Brock has seen the VeVeVerse. Yes, I am also under the impression that he may have seen what is. Yes. Justin says, please give me chills, Daddy Con. VeVe Magic says, Alex gave Alpha once in a space that I covered in my video with Pirates and Silicon. Golden moments are not out of the question for utility and being discussed. Ooh, magic. Talk dirty to me. And by that, I just say, give me more Alpha. I'm going to put that as a... Talk to my... Oh, cool beans. Oh, wow. Okay. Getting a couple of those. All right. Hang on one second. Really appreciate that. We have weekly episodes. Maybe announce after Decon. Coolio. Coolio. And we'll release episode 1 before... Oh, they're doing multiple. Oh, it's multiple. Oh, okay. So it's cool beans. All right, moving on. The Magic says, meanwhile, I'm having discussions with community members about going further with community utility, and it's exciting. Let's go, VeVe fam. Yeah, I can't wait. Sleeping Comics says, I'd like to get more OMI, but I keep buying comics. I know. It's like, it's the thing that gives you, like, your name, Sleeping Comics, why we all love you, is the one flaw that you have that prevents you from getting OMI. Now, obviously, it's not a flaw. Like, you've built an amazing collection, and whenever people ask me about a comic I know nothing about, I'm like, yeah, you're going to have to ask Comics and Crypto or Sleeping Comics. Any one of those. Like that's who we associate the master comic knowledge with, especially because you've been around the block. The Metaverse says, worst part about OUP is that it's not here yet. Yeah, that's a good one. It's a good one. Sleeping Comics flying in Friday morning. Yo, can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. Bill Gardner says, I'm definitely buying more collectibles than OMI. I'm trying to. I probably should. You know, I did lose a couple collectibles, so let me go and let's see what to buy. I got my full sets here, and what do I like that I think is undervalued, and I want more of. I am going to go. Actually, let me go to my market listings right now, and let me take a bunch of the stuff off. I don't really want to. Oh yeah, removing that. Market listings. No, I'll keep that up. I'm gonna go Lady Deadpool. I have 31 of her, but they're under retail. This is the first appearance. I'm gonna get this one. Some guy named I Hate Kids. I'm gonna buy one of those. I bought it! Yay! So I Hate Kids. I bought that one. I have 32. And maybe I'll buy. Let's see. Any sub 100s that look good? Ooh, number 95. Oh, number 49 is only $100. I can't do it. That's literally like 20x the price, but it's a sub 50. I do love her. I'll debate on it. I'll decide. Moving on. Matt Jones says, "What up, sleeping?" Z says, "Now imagine how much that would suck if most of VeVe's current NFTs never get utility." Oh man, I mean, I never collected any of these hoping for utility. I know I say hoping being the key word there, because I mean I collect them because I like them and they're fun. I'm not gonna lie, Marvel Mighty, like, I know the Thor figure is the first appearance of Thor on the blockchain, and the first appearance of his collectible. Obviously, you get him in the comics, but the Marvel Mighties are a little more fun to play with. Now, granted, it is pretty dope when you have Sue Storm and Storm, the Invisible Woman and Storm on there, and they're both doing their secret rare animation, and she becomes invisible, and then she energy wave, and then Storm has lightning. That's really dope. That's really cool. It's really cool to see those. But the way to set them up and to create like a story, I think is more fun with the Marvel Mighties. Like that to me seems just a little more fun. Rothrind, Metaverse Life has amazing videos with that, and they're so dope. They're so cool. They're just, I don't know. In my opinion, they're just more fun to play with. But when you say the utility, I never got them hoping for utility. And well, Chavez, didn't you buy a couple of VeVe logos? I did sell one. I still have 3 left. But yes, I did. But I bought that knowing that there would be. I wasn't hoping for it. I know why, because David said so. And far be it for me to call David a liar. Obviously, if he says something, he's going to do it. Now, if he comes back and he says, hey, we thought about it, and this will be a better idea, and maybe they'll do something with something else. Okay, cool. That's just a change of thing. But obviously, if he said he's going to do it, I'm 99% sure he's going to do it. Moving on. Justin says big exchange is bad. No, I don't think. I mean, it's just they're bad in a bear market because then it has a lot of liquidity, a lot more people can dump. That's why you don't want to have go on big exchanges in a bear market. It just has the opposite effect. Not a bot says my crypto bag of OMI, Bitcoin, and Cardano is the safest bet in this bear market. I did my research. No Ethereum, but yeah, I like all those. Jeremy Howson says, "Woo, listening at 1.5 to catch up." My man, hope you catch up. Fun on the Sun says, "Hi Dashy." Oof. Bill Gardner says, "True love, Cardano, true love." Fun on the Sun says, "Bought more OMI yesterday." Get that bread, brother, get it. Sleeping Comic says, "Hey Matt." OMI Panda says, "Every previous bear market, Bitcoin dropped 85%. Now an 85% dump would put us around 12.5, and that's what OMI Panda's thinking. And yeah, that makes sense. OMI Panda says, "And you got to consider Bitcoin has never been through a recession." So yeah, that's also true. It's a good point. Well, does 2020 count? I think I count 2020. I guess it wasn't. That was a whole crazy. The pandemic was nuts. That was ridiculous. Anyway, Bill Gardner says, "Right, it's so funny to watch everyone freak out that hold FTX Binance messaging back and forth was obviously done to drop the market. Stuff like that gets handled behind closed doors. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, so there's... Sorry, finishing the protein shake. I think people give other people a little too much credit. Now, I say this being as like one of the biggest conspiracy theory Alex Jones heads in like the 2000s. 2007 to like 2011, almost pretty much until I joined the military. I was like, yo, it's all a conspiracy. It's all crazy. You know, like I was reiterating what he would say. It was nuts. And why? Because I think humans are meant to find patterns. And I think some humans are better at that than others. If you are good at a video game, or if you can tell where shows go, if you can tell what a pattern is, and especially if you're autistic and you're really, really good at finding those, sometimes you can connect dots that really aren't there. Like they're there, but they're not, you know, representative of what is really going on. So when you have a bunch of people saying like, let's say like Trump, who has the, you know, had a bunch of papers down in Mar-a-Lago where it wasn't supposed to. Obviously, a conspiracy mind says like, oh, what's he doing with those? I bet he's, you know, taking those down there for a vicious reason to go and sell to Russia and get a, like, I guess that's possible if you really jump to conclusions. Or is it more likely that, okay, what did Trump, oh, these papers, I like these papers. And then he goes and takes the Mar-a-Lago with me. And like, you know, like, I feel like there was no ill intent with that. Same thing with like, I don't know, like, let's say like Biden and his son Hunter and stuff like that. Like, okay, when you have, you know, a politician son, okay, like, why do you want to hire Hunter Biden? Probably because it's good to have someone with the name Biden on your payroll. And, you know, obviously as a consultant, you make a fudge ton of money. And, you know, like certain things just happen. And and this is all to say that the theory of things getting handled behind closed doors, that is possible. That is a greater than 0% chance that this was orchestrated by the powers that be. Maybe BlackRock is behind it. Maybe Binance. Maybe this is all, you know, CZ said, hey, we're either going to do this to you and it's going to be bad for both of us, but really bad for you. And, you know, we're going to walk away fine. Or you can play the game with us and, you know, we could make everybody get hecked and we could both walk away, you know, on the sidelines, you know, 20 billion will be in an account, you know, or like 10 billion be in an account, all your own, you know, on Virgin Islands, wherever. And you could run away and be fine afterwards if you just do this for me. And yeah, I guess that's possible. Or is it most likely that some of this did happen to play out on Twitter? Because I don't know. Like I feel like not everyone is a mastermind that you think is CZ very smart. Of course, 100%. I just don't know that. I can't say for certain that this was done purposely to drop the market just so people could buy in cheaper. Did whales take advantage? Absolutely. Will they continue to take advantage? Any chance they get? Sure, of course. When you have that opportunity, when you have the ability to, yeah, why not? Lagarde says it all happened so fast, like Binance even had time to look through the books. I mean, I think you could. I mean, you get the books and you look and be like, nope. I think it's possible. Maybe Magic says, look forward to meeting you at Sleepin' Comics. Yeah, can't wait. I can't wait to give my man a hug. I tried to hook up with Sleepin' and, well, not hug. I tried to meet up with Sleepin'. God, I hope no one takes that out of context. I tried to meet up with Sleepin' at VeVeCon when I was there. He just had a crazy busy weekend that weekend, so we in the same city, but we were star-crossed lovers. Wow, there's really poor choice of words. Like, it's a cliche, you know, like Romeo and Juliet, star-crossed lovers, like a rain-soaked highway. Just fight me. Okay, moving on. Bill Gardner says, money rules. Get this guy on. He's the best. So funny. Justin. Sean Chaikin said, sup, Randy? Just wanted to be known that you can do what you're saying with Coinbase Wallet with Metamask as well. Send ETH to your Metamask and use the swap feature to swap out for OMI. Ooh, I didn't know that. I don't use Metamask that much. A little complicated. I mean, I have it, and I have a bunch of NFTs. I have a bunch of Feesh on there. I have a bunch of winged turtle stuff. I have a bunch of stuff people send it. Like, yeah, I have some really, and Feesh especially, they just airdrop after airdrop every month. You should really go and mint a Feesh if you haven't. You should really, not financial advice, excuse me, I think it'd be really dope if everyone would go mint as many Feesh as they wanted. Usually it's like $100 for 2 Feesh, which includes gas fees. And why? Because they're pretty dope, and Brockman Blockchain was on Laurie Brenner's space, yesterday, and was talking about Feesh, and was talking about how he's really excited for season 2, his second year of Feesh. It would just make sense to go and do that, in my opinion. Not a bot, says Randy. You missed the boat with Ethereum. Lucky if you get a 5x. If you get a 5x, OMI will give you 100x. I'm still bullish on it. I think Ethereum goes to at a $500 billion market cap, being conservative, by 2030. I think not this next bull market, but the bull market afterwards. Next Bitcoin halving's in 2028 after 2024. So I think by 2029, maybe 2030, you can see Ethereum at half a. No, I'm sorry. That was not that is false. I misspoke. I think you'd see it at a $10 trillion market cap by 2 more bull markets. Yeah, no, I misspoke. Sorry about that. I think Ethereum could be a $10 trillion market cap conservatively by itself. Half a trillion is, I don't say nothing. It's obviously a lot. But that'll do that, no problem. I think $10 trillion market cap conservatively, probably by 2030 or before then. But either way, obviously, yeah, I think OMI outperforms everything as far as percentage-wise growth. This plan profit says Chucky secret rare. Oh, is the airdrop a secret rare? That's the other thing. There's a couple of people that didn't get those airdrops. I know that Akomi's looking into it. It's early enough to... Ooh, sweetness. Alpha. Interview. Super secret. For now. Okay, moving on. Obi Panda says, there's going to be a lot of millionaires made this next bull run, unless you put your money in the bank. You got that APY? Oh, I love you so much. Yes, agreed 100,000%. I would never keep my money in a bank. I guess if you... I say that now because I have so little money, but if you have $100 million, okay. I guess you could keep that in crypto if you really wanted. Keep a little money in the bank. I don't know how much the FDIC insure you though for, like $250,000, $500,000. It's nothing. At some point you do have to diversify, and okay, well, keep it in a bank. Yeah. Planet Profit is 400 editions of Secret Rare Chucky. Oh, that's not a lot. Big 1400 says, what does Dr. Profit's face look like? We know you know. He's a strapping young lad. No, he's a good-looking guy. It's normal. It's like a, he's not as chunky as me, so he's a little leaner. That's he has eyes. I don't know what to say. God, if I were the witness to like a crime, like a murder happened in front of me, and the guy's like, okay, what'd the killer look like? He had eyes. I think 2, at least 1. Maybe he could have an iPad. Like I would be like the worst person. Like I hope no crime happens in front of me. I would not be able to. Like, you ever see that TikTok where it's like some crime happens in the hood, and this lady interviewer is like interviewing someone, and she's like, did you see the killer? Like, oh, the killer. Oh no. As a matter of fact, I'm blind in my right eye and 80% blind in my left eye. I don't see nothing. I can't even see you, sir. And it's like a woman. And it's like, it'd be kind of similar to that. But Ms. Ponderop says FTX wasn't planned on their side. LOL. He's going to be facing the judge. Yeah. He could go on the run. He could. You don't get that wealthy without having an escape plan. Without you paying $100,000 and you'd be like, okay, here's a new passport. Here's a new ID. Here's, bank statements and tax returns dating back 8 years, and a birth certificate, maybe $150,000, maybe $200,000. You don't you don't get to that level of wealth without having a couple $100 million on an offshore account, and you have and you have an escape plan. Like, you don't do that. Like, you could and be really, really freaking stupid. I should really teach a class about that. That's take that military knowledge and give it to civilians. Moving on. Miss Planet Problems CZ is a genius. Yeah. OMI Bandit says smash that like button. Smash it, smash it. What's up, Roby1 Kenobi? Hope you're doing well. Mr. Coin says, hi, Randy. Meow, meow. OMI Bandit says clipped. Kidding. Oh, please don't clip that. Me saying that about sleeping. Crypto Nighter says, what's up about the golden moments? They just, Disney went and advertised them. They were on talking about NFTs, and one of the ladies that worked at Disney says, my favorite NFTs are the Disney golden moments. I was like, I feel like, remember that, that Leonardo DiCaprio meme where it's like, he's got like a beer in one hand, cigarette in the other, I felt like I was like Leo, that I was just like, I see Disney golden moments and mention it. I was like, oh, oh God. Okay, we're good. But yeah, I felt like Leo. I was like, because I saw it, and that's exactly what my reaction was like. Moving on. Stan Bukov says, doubled my OMI yesterday and picked up the VeVe logo you listed this morning. Good couple of days sitting on the sidelines for a bit. Paid off, dude. Congrats. Super congrats. Good for you, mate. Good for you. I hope it treats you well. Do not sell that. The only reason I sold that was literally so I can cash out and get more OMI. Hopefully, if it comes down again. You are also shoot me a message or shoot Mr. MC1 a message and be like, hey, I got a gold moment or a VeVe gold logo. Yeah. Chago Solis is Randy. Hi, Chago. VeVe Magic says Stanley Causes. Congrats. Revolver Ocelot says, did you listen to the new Taylor Swift album? Oh, I listened to one of her songs. It was the one that has like 7 million views. If so, did you like it, hate it? Are you going to a concert next year? I love her so much. I would totally go to... my favorite picture of Taps, I have a bunch, but it's one where him and his friends go to see a Taylor Swift concert. All dudes, by the way. And they have like written on a shirt, Taylor Swift's next ex-boyfriend, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Like, they just, oh God, love Taylor so much. But one of my favorite stories about her is when Lindsey Sterling's doing an interview and somebody asked, like, so what was your favorite moment about like the Grammys or the, like the whatever? And she says, well, the favorite moment was probably when I go to like a party and Taylor Swift was there, and she's like, oh my God, it's Taylor Swift. Oh my God, did I say hi? Oh my God, I love her. And then Taylor Swift says, Lindsay, get over here. And Lindsay's like, Taylor Swift's such a sweetheart. Apparently, so I met this one dude that his job is to like babysit like actors and actresses. And what that means is that you escort them from one place to another and you make sure that they don't get in like any trouble. Like get them to the Greek. Get them to the Greek. You had Jonah Hill trying to get, what's his name, to this Greek to do a performance. And obviously the dude goes straight off the walls and he's porking girls and he's, doing drugs and everything. And this guy, that was his job, to go and not Russell Brand, but he happened to do that with Jennifer Lawrence. And Jennifer Lawrence apparently always has jerky in her purse, and she gets seasick. And on the way to like the boat, it's like, hey, you're gonna go to the drugstore. You need things? No, I got jerky. And then when they get on the boat, it's like, hey, do you have any like Dramamine? And he's like, no, why? It's like, I get seasick. It's like, you couldn't tell me when I was in the drugstore? It's literally in the drugstore. And she's like, no, I'm sorry. And like, so apparently J-Law, Jennifer Lawrence, is just like a sweetheart, and I love her, and I just love everyone. Okay, I'm sorry, moving on. But I did not listen to her new album yet. Stanley Bukowski says, thanks. Cheers, mate. So that seems to be about it today. Oh, Lord. Thank you. I'm going to go and... Oh, got a photo? Got a photo? Okay, hold the phone. BlockFi just said, we are shocked and dismayed by the news regarding FTX and Alameda. We, like the rest of the world, found out about this situation through Twitter. Given the lack of clarity on the status of FTX.com, FTX US and Alameda we are not able to operate business as usual. Our priority has been and will continue to protect our clients and their interests. Until there is further clarity, we are limiting platform activity, including pausing client withdrawals as allowed under our terms. We will share more specifics as soon as possible. We request the clients not deposit to BlockFi wallet or interest accounts at this time. We intend to communicate as frequently as possible going forward, but anticipate that this will be less frequent than what our clients and other stakeholders are used to. Holy crap. Gonna need something stronger than water. Omi Panda speaking for everyone saying, wow, Mr. Coin says domino. Jesus. Does anyone think they're dead? Oh God, all right. I was actually supposed to interview one of those guys from BlockFi. I guess not anymore. Like, fudge. 157,000 followers. Oh, they tweeted that an hour ago. Sorry I got it to you late. I didn't know until just now. That David got it pretty good. Yeah, protecting our clients by not allowing them to withdraw. Yeah, guys, not your keys, not your crypto. Get everything onto either a trust wallet or Ledger. If you have OMI, I think it's safe on VeVe app. I have some OMI on VeVe. I mean, Jesus, I don't even know. That's a Jerry Claus is great news. That is not great news. Like, a lot of people are gonna lose a lot of money, Jerry. Mr. Coin says FTX case is like 100 times worse than the Luna crash. I don't know about that. I mean, it's oh yeah, it's a lot of people losing a lot of money. I think Tom Brady lost like $650 million. No wonder he's gonna keep playing. He's gonna keep playing forever now. Oh my God, Satoshi's a damn BlockFi. My man says we were talking about the ripple effect the other night. We were. NFT Hero says BlockFi news is obvious as soon as FTX went down. I didn't know if it was obvious. I mean, did FTX own a lot of BlockFi? Did BlockFi own a lot of FTX? This is strange. There caused crypto death. Yeah, there's a lot of. I mean, well, let's see how the markets are going to be changing after this. All right, this is tweeted an hour ago. Let's see how the markets are responding. It is a freaking house of cards out there. Like, Jesus, man. In the last hour, Bitcoin and Ethereum down over 2%, BNB down over 2%, XRP down over 2%, Dogecoin down over 3%, almost 4%, Cardano down 1.6%, Polygon down over 4%, Polkadot over 2%, Solana down 6%, Shiba Inu down 2%, Lido down 2%, Tron down almost 2%, Avalanche 1.5%, Litecoin 2.8%, Uniswap 2.4%. Everyone and their sisters in the red. So that recovery was very short-lived. OMI is... Oh, well, we've stayed pretty steady for like the last 11... We've stayed very steady over the last like quarter of a day. I mean, we're still up 21%. But yeah, we went from 0.00124 to 0.00116, but that was literally like 9 hours ago. We've stayed very, very steady. Let me go and actually check Akomi's price in the last hour, because I think we're at like 120 now, or we fell out of the top 100. We are down less than 1% in the last hour. I think we're outperforming most others. So huzzah to that. Let me go and yeah, we're actually holding up very, very well compared to everyone else. Oh Jesus. Oh God. The memes already. Like, damn. Sad face. Wow, shocked. Advertises BlockFi, I know. Will Gardner says, yeah, don't leave on exchanges unless you plan on losing it. Do not. Because VeVe next, that is obviously ridiculous. So So this is why I went and asked David like a while ago, like well over a year ago. I was like, hey, outside of OMI, is there anything else that VeVe or Komi has on their balance sheet? Do they have Ethereum? Do they have, Bitcoin? Like what else do they have? And David had said the only thing we really have is a little bit of Go, because they still have GoChain OMI. So they said the only thing they have is a little bit of Go token just so they can move their OMI. I was like, oh wow, fair point. Let me give my boy a call. I gotta, well, not a call, but as cool. Yeah. Okay. Moving on here. Aaron Knight says FTX was bailing out BlockFi. Oh, BlockFi was being bailed out by FTX. Okay. Yeah, did not know that. Lord Brenner says no bueno. No bueno at all. Aaron Knight says, but they can't bail anything out now. Dominoes are starting to go over. Things get a little worse before it gets better. Yeah. Maybe we'll get more 3-0 OMI. Dirk Latte says, moving my small 700,000 OMI from Bitforce to Trust. Yes. Good. No exchange is safe. No exchange is safe. Bill Garden says, Polygon just pumped 32%. I think that was over the last day. I don't think it, yeah, it didn't do that recently. Yeah, it did over the last 24 hours, but over the last hour, it's down 4%. Yeah. Jerry Claus, death comes for us all. It do be coming for us, though. What did Mr. Coin's $100 for 1 million OMI around the corner? Dude, that'd be dope. It'll never happen, but that'd be dope. What did Snape say? Something about putting a stopper in death? Or no, it was Dr. Cox says, everything we do here is a stall. We keep people alive that should have died long ago. Yeah, I mean, it's everything you do, a hospital, it's just stalling death. That's really getting really deep. Well, I guess I got some news to catch up on tonight. Make a video for tomorrow. Oh, I don't know if I can do a video tomorrow. It's Veterans Day tomorrow, so I'm gonna be oh lordy. I'm gonna be eating free. I'm gonna be eating good in the neighborhood tomorrow. Can't wait. Lita says, hi Randy, question. Isn't it dangerous to give our OMI into the OMI utility program in the future? Now doubling everything opinion? No. I mean, you could make the argument that saying, okay, if VeVe, which is by itself doesn't, have a crypto, it's not an exchange, although they could be exchange if they want to, and you are going to be able to buy OMI on the VeVe web app in the future. So yeah, it's a makeshift. It will be a makeshift exchange. But again, I've asked David all of these questions in past interviews, either on Spaces or him on my channel, and yeah, they're safe. They're not. There are other owners of a Komi. I think Venkatesh owns like 2.5%. I think and they could raise capital by having other people buy into a Komi, but they didn't own 20% of BlockFi and suddenly have 20% of its debts. They didn't do that. They can if they want to, David and Dan as a person, and they can acquire other. I've been asking them if they would acquire other companies in the future. They haven't yet, or if they have, it's not public yet, so I can't say that for sure. But their balance sheet is good. Their balance sheet is fine. Their profit and loss is amazing. Their balance is good. VeVe is not like an exchange like these people. The only thing that would stop VeVe is if everybody stopped buying and nobody traded anymore and everyone withdrew at once. I mean, you can't really withdraw all that stuff at once, because if everybody stops buying and people undercut and if nobody's buying, then you can't sell. So they do have a lot of stuff that would be locked up in there. People could withdraw their gems if they have enough to get up to 1,000. And I think the only thing that could really stop it, like, again, outside of nuclear holocaust and outside of FTX crypto assets frozen by authorities. Oh, damn! See, that would be good if they had a bunch of OMI, because then a bunch of OMI would be frozen. But they don't. Yeah, outside of alien invasion, nuclear holocaust, World War III, like solar flare, outside of those, the only real thing like that I guess has a greater than 0% chance is if let's say a new app came out, nobody was buying anything from VeVe anymore. No gem sales, everything was withdrawing. Like that's the only way. But again, VeVe is largely unaffected by this because they, don't, yeah, the OMI token is associated with them, but it's not all the OUP is not implemented yet. And even if it was, nothing changes about the VeVe app. They're still making a bunch of money with gems, and again, like gems is like you would have been much better off if you put $10,000 into gems as opposed to $10,000 into crypto over the last year. Why? Because everything crashed like a bunch of percent, but one gem is equal to $1 still. So, maybe we can have the 000 OMI again. Who knows? Moving on. But yeah, there's the only way OMI gets destroyed is if the VeVe app. The only way OMI gets destroyed in your VeVe app is if VeVe goes out of business. If VeVe goes out of business, there's no use case for OMI. It doesn't matter. So on the OMI app, Trust Wallet, Exchange, it wouldn't matter. John Cena says, "What's up, Randy? No more price prediction, please. You're on record talking about OMI never going below triple digit. Remember that, son?" That is true. And even though I never said it would never, I said that if it did, it would do a pop up, which it did. I was right, but also we never saw the second largest exchanges in the world going under. And now, obviously, can it go to 000 again? I will say yes, it is very possible it could, especially because now a bunch of my whales are fed. Hundreds of millions of OMI went to them over the last day. It is very possible that you go and you do see another 000 OMI. And maybe it goes lower because now a bunch of the whales that have already fed, maybe they don't want to buy any more. Or maybe they will. Who knows? ZT says, "Gotcha. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, man." Okay, breathing now. OMI Pandas, FTX, crypto assets frozen by authorities. Damn. ZT says, "Yes, I think the danger is really leverage. It's not the same as utility." Carlos Castro says, "Don't forget, Randy, VeVe founders have a decades of achievement, which shows great management." Agreed 100%. Also, I've vetted them myself. Again, you don't put $500,000 into something just on a whim. Moving on. OMI Pandas, "News is hitting." It is. ZT says, "Yeah, you're right. I think the danger is more competition than anything." Agreed. Carlos Castro says, "Can't say this same for Daniel, Sifu, Bitfinex, Sam, Liberty." Gox. Yeah. FTX, "I'm really showing my age in crypto." You are. ZT says, "Thanks. No problem, fam." MTR says, "Solana could be the next crypto in trouble due to BTC." I mean, a lot of their Solana that was supposed to be unstaked got restaked. Probably fine. So BTC and so ETH backed by peanuts now. That is fair. That is a fair thing. Wes had commented, "Are you worried that David Yu has been very quiet the last 4 days since FTX has gone bankrupt?" Only VeVe wasn't leveraging funds with FTX. Nah, they're fine. They're not leveraging any funds with FTX. There's no need for that. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you. Thank you for the super chats. Goodbye.